here's the part that's hard because I don't want to cry in front of you all, so I'm going to do my best. Some of you know the last 18 months has been a pretty drawn out inflection point for me. I've been on a journey of, call it self-discovery, healing. Some of you might say midlife crisis. I prefer midlife awakening. They're similar but different, right? And those of you that have been here at the last 2 retreats have kind of probably seen, I hope, some of the changes in where I'm focusing my energy, right? A little less nuts and bolts storage, a little more what we call beyond the rebellion, right? Helping people move beyond storage success and into the realm of fulfillment, right? So beyond the rebellion is whenever it turns into something, it is designed to support people toward the fulfillment that they thought their success might bring them, right? And that is not in any way, please hear me when I say this, is not in any way discount how important it is for us to all achieve storage success. It's just to build resiliency within us so that when we cross the finish line, we don't feel like we got hit by a 2x4 when it's not everything we hoped it would be. It'll be better, and I'm not dissuading anyone from pursuing it. I want everyone to know what I've experienced. And so one of the things I've learned over the last 18 months is like, a lot of times I fall, and I think this happens to a lot of people, we fall into this either or thinking, right? And the fancy word is it's a false dichotomy. Either I can do this or this is the other option. But the truth is there's usually, and you guys have heard me say this, a third better option. And, I realized a while ago, probably a year ago, that the storage rebellion and beyond the rebellion were not mutually exclusive. It's not like I got to burn down the storage rebellion in order to build something in the beyond the rebellion realm. But I also recognize that over that time, my limited understanding of what "and" could really mean created in me this unintentional desire, and I'm not shaming myself for this, it's just part of the learning process, but I want to be vulnerable and share it with you guys so that you understand the future of this organization. My limited understanding kind of had it so that what I now recognize as I was doing is I was trying to turn the storage rebellion into beyond the rebellion. And over the last couple months, what I recognize is like, I could do that, but I don't want to because I don't think it's what's best for anybody involved. I want the storage rebellion to become what it's trying to become. And I also want, selfishly, the energy and bandwidth to pursue beyond the rebellion the way I want to pursue it. So all that means is I have to adjust some things. And the big thing is what I've done is promoted Chris Michaels to head up basically all of the behind the scenes operations. He's obviously already doing Storage Rebellion University, and he's done really well with it. He's going to do the behind the scenes stuff for the insiders as well, which will free me up, I hope, even more to continue in my role here with you guys on our monthly calls, all those sorts of things, but not have to worry about the other stuff. And that's what I'll use to deploy into Beyond the Rebellion. But my commitment is, and this is, I think, the most important part, to relinquish control of what the Storage Rebellion becomes, right? I want it to evolve as a result of co-creation amongst all of us so that it really does become our community instead of quote unquote mine. Does that make sense? Yeah, okay. So toward that end, my invitation to all of you is, and I'm not trying to put you to work, I promise, but is to know that we're looking for partners, collaborators, leadership within the organization. I've already talked to several of you who approached me and said, hey, listen, I love this idea. Karen was an example, right? Tagging on the last day. Talked to Dave and Autumn and several others. I want you to know it's an open door. And quite frankly, the growth and evolution of the company depends on excuse me, not just your feedback telling us what you like, but also helping us create it. Because you might say, hey, Mike, we want monkey bars. And in my head, I've got a perfect picture of what monkey bars are. It's like 4 posts and all these metal bars. And then if I build it on my own, or Chris and I build it, you show up, you're gonna be like, dude, where's the trapeze and the gymnastic rings? Like, that's not freaking monkey bars, dude. But you're gonna be like, oh, well, that's what I meant. And that's not an efficient way for us to evolve. Does that make sense? So yes, with the feedback, and also we're inviting you to participate in executing on the feedback to whatever extent is gonna energize you. I don't want you, feeling shame and guilt and like you owe it to anybody. This isn't an exchange. It's just an opportunity for you to step into anything that you have energy around to help us fulfill, we say it all the time, pretty cliche, a rising tide lifts all ships. Well, this is how we do it, okay? And with that, it's 4:18, means I have 2 minutes to tell you how much I love y'all. And I really appreciate, beyond what I can tell you with words, each and every one of you have given me an opportunity that I never imagined would be available to me. And that is to sorry. That was so close, dude. Damn. You guys have given me the opportunity to work through some of the most challenging aspects of my life because of your trust in me and your willingness to come here into community together. And more than that, you've been a part of the container within which I've been able to learn how to love again. I don't take that for granted, because it is, I believe, the single most important skill that any of us can develop. And I lived 40 years of my life not knowing that I didn't know how to do it. And over the last 2 years, of which most of you have been a big part of, I've learned how to do it. And you guys have given me the opportunity to try. I know I miss the mark sometimes, but to try my best to do that with all of you. And so from the bottom of my heart, thank you all. And on that high note, let's go to a game. That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Wagner.
Thank you, buddy.